Good evening, everybody. Thank you for listening in. Tonight's another very special night. We are going to be having an interview with the Archangel Michael, one of the most famous of the archangels. He appears one of the two that appear in the Gospels, and we've been talking with him earlier, and he's looking forward to speaking with us. So without any more delay, why don't we get on with the questions?
Okay. Michael, would you like to begin with a message?
Yes, I want to thank all of you for listening. I hope that my words will bring some inspiration and help to all of you. As you know, you're going through a very difficult time. There is very much evil in the world. There are people trying to destroy your government, and there are people trying to destroy your country. It is a time that everyone needs to step back and understand how the words of God can influence their lives and how they can help. The only true answer is to have the love of God in your heart and know that He is watching over you and He will protect you. We angels also try to do our share and help all of you and be with you. So with that, I will let Connie ask some questions, and thank you again for joining us.
Okay, what is your role in heaven?
I play multi-functions in heaven. While I'm often portrayed as a warrior, I'm actually a very peaceful person or angel. I try to do what God asked me to do. I watch over folks. I try to protect them. I try to bring goodwill to them, and I try to help them as best I can. Most angels have roles that are fairly similar. I do try to help those that are attacked and are being stressed, and I try to bring aid to the weak. But mostly, I just try to do what God asked me to do.
Yes. You're depicted as a male. Is that correct?
We actually are neither male nor female. That is the conception that you humans have had of me through the ages. If you wish to think of me as a male, that is fine. Just know that our appearance is not important. It's what we try to do for humans.
Yeah. What powers do you have as an angel?
Sometimes we can perform miracles, but mostly what we can do is try to influence the actions of others. Unfortunately, we are limited in our abilities, but we can be a great influence. We can help lead you, we can help give you advice, and we can help teach you. It is very rare that we perform major miracles.
What powers do you have? No, I'm sorry. I already asked that. How did you become an archangel?
I have served God for many, many years, for billions of them. I have been on other planets serving Him. I have served Him in other capacities. And as an angel, I have tried to carry out His will as best I can.
Are you the angel of death?
No, I'm not. I've been portrayed as an angel that accompanies souls into heaven. When you pass from your lifetime and enter your true home, you basically will find that you do not need any guidance. You will have family members, friends, people there to meet you and help you. But angels don't really play a great role in the passing of humans and helping the souls get to heaven.
Okay. Barry photographed an angel on the Gettysburg battlefield lifting the soldier in its hands. Was that you?
No, but that was one of my angels that work with me. We try to help the soldiers that have passed and fear coming into heaven. one role of angels is to help the souls move ahead and to enter the realms so that they can advance and return for the next lives.
So do you also help souls that are earthbound to advance towards heaven?
Yes, that is part of our role. We understand that there are souls that are afraid to enter. Many of them fear the judgment that they will face, and many of them just simply don't understand how to advance into the realms. So there are times that angels will assist and help guide them on their path.
Okay. I think you basically answered this, but do you serve God on other planets at the same time that you're here?
Yes, we have the ability to be many places at the same time. Our powers are very, very strong, and there is no way that you can truly understand our abilities until you come over here with us. But I can be in many places at the same time, just as God is a universal energy and is everywhere at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. Do you work closely with any other angels?
Yes, we all work together. Those that you refer to, the archangels, are of the highest level. I work very closely with Gabriel. He was with you in one of the prior sessions and gave you some great information. But I work with many of the others as well.
Okay. Do you have an army of angels under your command?
I guess you could refer to them as an army. I have many, many angels that help carry out the wishes of God.
Do you ever appear in a form other than that of an angel?
We can appear in many forms. It's possible that I can appear as a human. For instance, I could be standing in back of you and you would think that it was just another person there. But generally, we try to stay with the angelic form. But there are angels in human form as well.
What role do you play in battling evil?
I try to defeat evil energies wherever they occur. It is often very difficult because evil energy can be very deeply embedded into the soul of a human being. It's not hard fighting the demonic forms as they present, but once evil gets deeply embedded into the human soul, it's very difficult to defeat that energy. We try the best we can. We point out what is good, we point out what that soul should be doing, and we try to point out what God would want the soul to do. But in many instances, evil is just so heavily ingrained in that soul that there is little we can do.
Okay, the Muslims believe that you provide food and knowledge to man. Is that true?
No. We help guide. Our guidance often will lead you to food, and it often leads to knowledge, but it often leads to many other things. Mostly we try to teach people what God would have them do.
Yeah. Did you ever instruct Muhammad?
No. I personally never came to Muhammad, but angels did try to influence his life, and he probably did see other angels, but I never personally was with him.
Yeah. Did you appear to Joshua before the Battle of Jericho?
No. Once again, that is a falsehood that was written. We were trying to influence Joshua. We were with him, but I did not appear to him as such before the Battle of Jericho.
John speaks of you in the book of Revelations. Did you ever appear to John?
Absolutely not. John was under the influence of an evil energy. Satan was influencing his words and his ramblings. Much of what he wrote is not accurate, but I absolutely never appeared to John.
Okay. What else would you say about the book of Revelations?
The book of Revelations contains nothing that is accurate. Once again, evil energy influenced John, and we are not talking of John the Apostle. This was another John that is often associated or misidentified as the apostle. This was an individual that had hallucinations and wrote down what he believed were the true words. But Revelations is not the words of any of us angels or the words of God.
Okay. And some of these questions aren't going to work. So if there's no such thing as the end of days, then there's nothing for people to worry about, correct?
No, there's no such thing as the end of days. You humans have the ability to wipe yourselves from the earth, but God will never be the force that ends humans living on your planet. As I said, your technology is growing very, very rapidly, and you have to learn to control it. So you are in a critical time. But if you do use that technology to bring on an Armageddon, then it will be by your own hands, not that of God.
Okay. Did you cast the devil and his angels out of heaven?
No. Evil energy was never in heaven. And the devil is not a fallen angel. There's no such thing as a fallen angel. We have been around basically forever, and we have been agents of good throughout that time. The ancients could not conceive of the fact that evil energy was simply earthbound. So they wrote that evil would be attributed to angelic forms and that they would fall from heaven, but that is not true.
That sounds much more believable. Some Christians believe that you are Jesus.
No,
What would you like to say to them?
absolutely not. Jesus was the incarnated energy of God. Angels can never, ever become the incarnate form of God. Jesus walked the earth. He told others that he was the Son of God because it was difficult for them to contemplate that he actually was the energy of God Almighty. But no, those that speak of me as God are absolutely wrong.
Okay. Some of the Gospels infer that you have appeared in human form. Have you ever incarnated?
I have never incarnated as such, but I have appeared in human form. Keep in mind that we have the ability to assume many forms. But I was never incarnated as you have.
Okay. In the Bible, you're mentioned 5 times as the leader of the heavenly army. Are you the leader of the heavenly army?
I am the leader of a group of angels, but other archangels are also leaders of many other angels. I guess you could call I believe, more under my command than any other angelic being. So I guess you could refer to them as an army of angels.
There is a prophecy that Lucifer and his allies will take over the papacy. Has that happened?
There are many problems with the current papacy. The current pope has certain beliefs that are not shared with God. Satan has not truly taken it over, but it has certainly influenced the Catholic Church in many ways. Look at how they have abused the innocent. That was the act of Satan. The Church has much to do yet to regain its form and to become more like the teachings of God. Hopefully there will be a time that the Church can be reborn and assume its role as the teacher of the words of what God would want us to learn.
Yeah. What was your relationship with Constantine the Great?
I tried to influence Constantine. He became emperor at a very important time in Roman history. For hundreds of years, Christians had been abused and persecuted. We tried to influence Constantine, and in many ways we were successful. He did succeed in ending the persecution of Christians, at least during his realm, or his reign, and he did succeed in selecting certain gospels that would become the guide for the Bible. Sadly, much interference with his choices took place after his passing, as the church gained more power and altered many of the teachings that were in the original Gospels.
Okay. This might be a duplication. It says, all of your images depict you as an armed warrior. Is that how you appear?
I can appear as such. As I said, I can assume many forms. There are times that the appearance of a warrior can be quite helpful. But generally, I just take the form that you would like to see an angel take. Let me clarify that. If you think that an angel has beautiful colors and wings, then when I appear to you, I will take that form because of what you're looking for. But I can assume many different shapes.
Okay. What is your rank among the archangels?
Gabriel and I are among the top ranking angels because we have probably served God the longest. But there are many, many other archangels as well. It is not as important for angels to compete in heaven as it is for the soul to advance through many learning processes. Most of us angels have learned all the lessons that we need to learn. And now it's just simply we try to speak for God and to help him in his missions.
Yeah. Do you have a final message for us?
Yes, I would like to thank all of you for listening. I want you to know that angels are always with you. I want you to know that you may pray to angels, that we can hear many of your words. If we cannot help you, we will pass them on to God who can. Whenever prayers can be answered, they are. Also, you have to understand that many prayers cannot be answered because they may interfere with the life paths which you chose when you return. Just know that angels are here to help. They are always with you. When you ask for them, they will come. When you pray to us, we hear your words, and we do our best to help and influence. We are truly loving creatures. There's no such thing as an evil angel. We are all objects of good, and we try to bring that good to you and to help you and influence in your daily lives. Know that the most important thing in your life is the love of God in your heart. Show that love to others, and others will show that love to you. You're living in a difficult time, and love is the only answer for getting you out of the situations which humans have developed. So with those words, I'm going to leave you tonight. Thank you for asking for me. Feel free to pray to me, and I will help deliver those prayers for you. So with that, I will say God bless all of you, and thank you for listening.
Thank you, Michael. Bless you.
Okay. I hope everybody enjoyed his message. They were very inspiring words, and I hope that you will pay attention to them. So with that, I'm going to say good night, and we will be back with more videos in the future.
Good night, and God bless you all.